today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Tannehill's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
Throwing on 1st down. Madden completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Madden. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Well, Carter Landry maybe doesn't have the speed he once had in his Longhorn days, but he showed a nice little burst after that catch.
Almost like he had a little bit of a throwback there, huh, partner? Because while he was never really a burner, he did have the ability to outrun linebackers. And here, as you described, he looked like the 2014 Carter Landry, and he rumbled for a big gain.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Here's the tight end. This is Landry. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And this is turning into something of a comeback season for Carter Landry, Charles. He's been, I think, a much bigger part of this offense than a lot of people expected.
He has said that being around this club has re-energized him, and he's really accepted his role as being the elders.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Laviska Shenault on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Tannehill looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
A gain of 6 there on first. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Open man right side is Shark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Touchdown! Carter Landry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On third down, Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much better by our guys. Look at that montage of great plays that they put together. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you speak it pretty well, but these guys, the pictures they put up, oh.
It's very good, and he's got his team in the lead right now. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Carter Landry with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jags open the lead up to 34-0.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Madden. Again, he's got that man Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Chris Carson has a touchdown run. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Sam Darnold has a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Big Zeke, Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
To throw from his end zone. Madden. The slant. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Operating from the gun. Madden. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Madden. Going deep here for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Carter Landry, 56 yards. And the Jaguars continue to roll. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And now Ryan Tannehill becomes a focus. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Henry. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
You and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on 2nd down. Madden. That's going to be caught. It's Chenot. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And if If anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his veteran tight end Landry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Well, these two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Looking to throw. Madden eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off play action. Madden. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Landry. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Looking to throw on second down. Madden. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. On first down, Madden. Connection made with Chenault. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaVisca Chenault, 45 yards. And the Jaguars are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Lambo on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. To throw again. On second down, Tannehill. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The offense on third down tonight, just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're looking at third and a few inches. This complete to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Tannehill. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play. It's going on against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And this is complete. Landry again, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Back to throw. Madden. And Shark calls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down. Madden. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Joe Schobert in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Madden, he'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Madden caught on the right side by Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. To throw on 2nd down. Madden to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Back to throw. Madden buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now.
And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Jacksonville, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee,
So, Nia, you had the chance to talk with Manny Kahue recently.